Yes, I'm finally back to review your aviation art, but this time we're gonna do it a little bit different. I'm only gonna be reviewing your art pieces that deserve a 7 out of 11 rating or higher. And for those who are new here, I rate your art out of 11 because of my channel name, i711. Get it? Like 711, 7 out of 11 means I approve of your piece. Okay, anyway. No more Bombardino Crocodilo. No more brain rot. Yes, your eyes will be enlightened with the amount of masterpieces featured in this video. So let's go ahead and get started already. Here we have a beautiful, beautiful looking fighter jet. Perfectly drawn, but is it actually perfect? Because if you think about it, if I can only rate your pieces 7 out of 11 or higher, that means there's only 5 ratings I can give. So that means my standards have to be much, much higher for this entire video. In a normal video, this piece would probably get 11 out of 11, but in this one, probably 9 out of 11. Next up, we've got an A380 that kind of looks 3D almost, so that's pretty cool, I guess, but pretty sloppy, and that landing gear kind of looks like grapes. So we're gonna have to give this one the lowest rating, which would be a 7 out of 11. Next up, we've got another pretty interesting piece, although it's a little bit sketchy. Yeah, this one we're probably also going to have to give a 7 out of 11, even though it's pretty good. Next up, we've got this nice little Pan Am plane. I mean, it's good, but it's pretty basic, so probably just a 7 out of 11. Next up, we've got a very nice looking United 737. I must say, this looks very nice. It would be very nice if you had the other half of the plane finished, but would you look at that? The other half of the plane was indeed finished, and why does it look cursed? It's a really good piece, but it really got messed up at the back of the plane there. Like, well, what is going on with the back side of that fuselage? Why does it just tilt up like that? I don't think that's how it's supposed to look, but just given how good this piece looks, I'm gonna have to give an 8 out of 11. You know, you really redeemed yourself with exquisite shading on this piece. That might be a little bit generous. There's a United plane that looks not cursed. Bruh. This one actually looks really nice. You put a lot of different colors in here, which I really like. For this piece, I'd probably give a 9 out of 11. Okay, here's a pretty basic, looks like a glider. Is that a glider? And it looks like the person who drew this actually flown TS. Flown TS. Is this some brain rot vocabulary? There is actually no room in this video for brain rot, so I'm gonna have to give this piece a 7 out of 11 because it's pretty basic. Now this is a piece I can get along with. An i711 Airways Airbus A330-300 it looks like. It's actually pretty decent. Just look at the background, it's kind of sloppy, but the plane's good, so 7 out of 11. This is very motivating to hit 200k. I don't know how this snuck in the video. At the moment I'm recording this video, I have like 199,800 subs or something. So by the time you're watching this video, I'll probably have like well over 200k. So I guess thank you guys in advance for 200k, and I really do appreciate it. I never thought the channel would grow this much. All I can say is that I, really can't thank you guys enough, and I'll probably be doing a Q&A for 200k pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. But speaking of 200k, if you want to see your aviation art in the next video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and submit your art via the links in the description, either through the Google form, the i711 Discord, or the i711 community forum. And by the way, special shout out to the members on the community forum because they were the ones who gave me the idea for this video. Anyway, back to rating your masterpieces. Here is an absolute masterpiece of a plane. I don't think this is real though. Still looks cool though. I mean, we all know the Soviets made some crazy designs back in their day, but really don't think this is real. I'm probably gonna give a 10 out of 11 here because just look at the shading, the coloring, everything's pretty good. Now look at this. I always love when people write all the details of the aircraft. We've got a beautiful Singaporean F-15 here. I'm gonna have to give this 10 out of 11. This is a pretty cool drawing, obviously digitally made. I mean, it looks very pixelated, but like that kind of adds some uniqueness to this drawing. So for this, I'm gonna have to give probably a 9 out of 11. Here we've got another very similar digitally made drawing of a Panvia Tornado. This one I'm probably going to give an 8 out of 11, maybe because I have some bias towards Icelandair. Moving on, this is a masterpiece. This drawing is literally flawless. Wow. If I'm gonna be honest with you, this is like the first 11 out of 11 of the video. Now here we have a beautiful Avro Arrow, which is drawn very nicely, but probably only up to a 9 out of 11. Now this aircraft is wonderfully drawn, although it's just a little bit bland. I mean, it's really good though. Like, you have to appreciate how long, like, I know how long it takes to draw a piece like this. I'm judging these pieces as if I'm some kind of professional artist, but I'm not a professional artist at all. I'd give this a 10 out of 11. Oh wow, this is phenomenal. I'm kind of speechless here, to be honest. Do we give a full score here? Because if you look closely, it's not like absolutely perfect. I think we give a 10 out of 11 here. This is insane, but it's not perfect. Here's a nice Finnair A340, and it kind of looks like disformed for some reason. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. This probably deserves a decent 8 out of 11. Here we have a nice, looks like a homemade Slovak Air Force. Is that an Albatross? I'm probably horribly wrong there. Probably deserves like a 7 out of 11. I don't know. Now, I think I've shown this piece on the channel before, but it deserves its own place in this video because probably one of the best pieces I've ever seen in the entirety of the series, and I have made a lot of aviation art videos, and this piece is honestly like top 10 pieces of all time. You know, this probably gets like a 12 out of 11. Here we have a very humble drawing of a Continental Airlines. Is that a 727? Yeah, this drawing's probably like an 8 out of 11. Now this isn't really a plane. I don't know how this snuck into the video. Is this just the Titanic? Probably like an 8 out of 11. Boat. I don't know why I'm rating a boat. Why am I rating a boat? Here we have a plane. Singapore Airlines Airbus A350. I mean, you even put so much detail into just drawing like the Star Alliance logo. Like, that's really cool, but the plane itself looks pretty much flawless. This really just deserves an 11 out of 11. Like, what can I say? I don't know why this piece kind of feels like brain rot. Like, somehow I'm still rating brain rot, even though these are wonderful pieces. Like, no more Bombardino Crocodilo. You know what? 8 out of 11. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking like real pieces here. We've got a Luftwaffe plane, the Phantom II. Honestly, I think this one deserves a full score. Like, you can tell how much work they put into even just the writing down here. Now here's a pretty unique piece. I really like this one actually. This one probably also deserves a 7 out of 11. They really made a unique kind of art style in the drawing of this aircraft. So yeah, I'd probably have to give this one an 11 out of 11. Now this is the kind of piece that definitely deserves an 11 out of 11. Like, all these unique colors that you're putting on this aircraft, you know, this piece might actually be unfinished because where's the rest of the wing? But regardless, this is an 11 out of 11 Turkish Airlines 737 right here. This Atlas Air 747 is looking kind of rough, not gonna lie. Now this Atlas Air 747 is looking pretty real, not gonna lie. Is this literally not a photo? This literally looks like a photo. I think what they did is they just digitally added the, blue sky background to their drawing to make it literally look like a photo. Like, this is really almost deceiving. Yeah, this is no doubt an 11 out of 11. Here we have a beautifully digitally made Lufthansa A350. Looks like golden hour here. I feel like you could add a little bit more, so for that reason I'm gonna have to give this piece a 10 out of 11. This is a very unique looking piece. Certainly isn't a full score, but it's really good regardless, and I'd probably give this like a 9 out of 11. Here we have a beautiful looking MiG-29. Is that a MiG-29? This guy's just standing over here like an NPC holding the ladder. What's he doing? This guy's like all ready to go, and then this guy's just... In all seriousness, this is probably an 11 out of 11. Like, even the trees in the background look realistic. Like, come on, right? Here we have a Airbus A350 cockpit, which looks really good. It looks digitally made. What is this though? So I actually translated that. I think it's Indonesian, and it roughly translates to "can't paint what the screen actually says," which makes sense. It's probably like something really detailed. So respect the grind, honestly, because he painted all the other screens and it looks really good. So this is probably going to be a 10 out of 11 just because the cockpit windows are just white and you could have added like some, I don't know, some nice scenery or something. Okay, well, 7-11 out of 11. Like, I mean, it looks printed. I'm pretty sure it's drawn though. Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate this drawing? I'd probably rate this a 7-11 out of 11. Here we have an F-14 Tomcat, really one of the most underrated fighter aircraft, really, in my opinion. It looks so sleek. The swept wing design, probably a 10 out of 11 here, not gonna lie. Yet another mode of transportation. This looks like a satellite, I guess. I mean, it's aerospace at least, so we'll take it, right? Probably like a 7 out of 11. Is this drawn on a chalkboard? I think this is genuinely a chalkboard. I mean, it looks unfinished, but doesn't even need to be finished. I'm just gonna give this a full score. This is really good for, you know, the material that you used. Now, that was only a handful of masterpieces that have been sent in, and I really appreciate each of you who put in so much effort into these planes. Mad respect to each and every one of you who draws these phenomenal art pieces. But with all that said, don't forget, if you want to see your aviation art piece featured in the next aviation art video, you can submit your pieces via the links in the description. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.